one of the big things that we need to work toward in Minnesota is to try to make independent decisions for Minnesota, apart from Washington, D.C. and everything that's going on there. I think in the last few years, we have seen how their inaction and their partisanship can really stall making the decisions that the people need. So a lot of the programs that I would like to sponsor or vote on in the legislature is focusing on Minnesota, focusing on the people of Minnesota. Because Minnesotans, we tend to be free thinkers. We tend to not look at it in the partisan lens. We want to do what is objectively right for our citizens. And so we need to have that independence to do so. The big programs that I'd like to work on is having Minnesota have its own health emergency plan for just our state, where we have a tiered system of alert, where we could target our response to where the problems lie. So the cities, if we have an outbreak in the cities, we're able to deal with that there without having to shut down greater Minnesota until the smaller populations reach a certain threshold. So that's kind of a plan that I'd like to put into place for Minnesota specifically, so that we're working to help our citizens through that sort of crisis, because we will experience something like that again. It will happen. So we need to be prepared as Minnesota and not rely on the federal government for our action plan or our supplies, because we've seen how that works, which it doesn't. I'd also like to focus on education and making sure that education is funded in this state. That would also assist with getting jobs into the area, because I know greater Minnesota really struggles with attracting people to some of these positions in education, in mental health, probably in a lot of fields, because it's just a hard area to draw people to. And so if we can fund those fields, if we can make sure that those salaries are competitive, if we could have positive work environments, then we can not only boost the district, but also add jobs to it. And then one of the big ones that we're facing here in Minnesota is this police reform racial divide situation. That is huge. And so I have a plan that, and there's pieces of this plan already being worked on within the legislature and the governor. But my plan is to have a citizens accountability board for the police departments, so that there will be elected citizens, not politicians and not anything like that, but just elected citizens from each district that will hear any cases of police brutality or unethical behavior. So then there will be that third party accountability. In no field do we allow people to deal with their own ethical breaches. So why should we have that with the police department? We've seen where that leads. So that's a definite one that needs to change.